God bless you. God bless you, everyone, and welcome to another podcast, A Simplistic Word with Elder Dwight Kenneth Kirk. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I want to thank you for joining me on today. It's been a minute. It's been a few things. I want to thank y'all for joining me. And before we begin or get into these many subjects and things to talk about, the first thing I want to do is apologize. I want to apologize because a lot of times when it comes to when you wake up and you begin to break down what the lies are, the separation, the brainwash, and things like that, and you can't stand seeing people go through it, you forget that everyone needs encouragement. Sometimes you're thinking if someone finds out the truth, that then they will, find out who they are, where their happiness truly lies, and things like that. And as a teacher, we tend to forget that. I want to say that I truly apologize. Elder Kirk never encouraged. I never said for you to find yourself some praise and worship. You very rarely hear me say, like my wife has said, there are some churches, I just, where I am blocked off is the tithes situation. I'm not gonna, we're not gonna agree to disagree on that. We're just gonna move from that. I always say with money in church, there's a problem. A lot of people have associated God with money because that's what's taught. So I will encourage you, everyone, to hold on. I will tell you that it will get better because we have to keep working. And when I say keep working, I don't mean for us to depend on man. I will say this, and we'll be going back and forth on a few things, but it was never meant for you to depend on man. It was meant for you to depend on God. And nobody understands. Yes, we run our mouths. Yes, we talk. Anybody that Elder Kirk has talked with, I have not yet told a lie. And when I say I have not yet told a lie, because I lived the same way from 1980 until I was to 2014. 1980 to 2014, believing. And when Elder Kirk woke up, things changed. I want to apologize for seems like I'm stuffing down your throat, making it seem like you got to do it. This is what you need. I don't want to seem like I'm cold and say if that's where you're going to go, that's where you go, whatever. And some things I will do that. I will not argue with with people to try to get them to not be brainwashed. If that's what is working, then please do that. But when I do not want to do that, do not, come at me wrong because I'm not going to go with the brainwash. That's the problem with Elder Kirk stepping back into the building. I'm going to some level of brainwash I'm going to have to accept. Understand this. I want to get down with some good praise and worship. I'm not going to lie to you. But I will not walk around and put anything in that plate. That's just where Elder Kirk is, okay? But I do apologize for not encouraging. I do apologize for not saying to you that God will not leave you nor forsake you, no matter what it looks like. Elder Kirk is guilty of just going after politicians and the brainwash and forgetting about people because it's such a battle. So I want you to remember, and Elder Kirk will do this from now on from time to time. I will encourage you because we all go through it and we all need each other. But we're not going to get through it with government assistance. That's just, and I'm talking financial or moral or anything else. It's going to do it if we love on each other. All right. Now, let's get to this here. I need y'all to. We have been. I think we started doing this when T-Rump started in 2016, and there was a few things said that he has been doing that prophetically was revealed to Elder Kirk before he has done a lot of the stuff that he's done, and nobody told me. I want, I need the people out there to understand something. Now, right now, we have the Democrats are running around. They're doing their thing, trying to get the vote and win the House or whatever, or not the House, the main or whatever it is that they're doing. But we're not paying attention to how is it they were at the Selma Bridge, and all of a sudden it's this big publicity thing that Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton and all these other politicians are there just to walk across this bridge, and nobody's paying attention to that. That we're being told to vote for these people, but these people are for big business. Now, that's just what it is. Everybody is brainwashed with this. This is they're supposed to be doing stuff for the people. They're supposed to take care of the people. Whatever the Constitution says, whatever. They don't do that. When are we going to wake up and start understanding, everybody, that going to these polls to vote for whoever the next president is going to be, that's for big business. We don't benefit from that. They benefit from that. Our labor, they benefit. I'm very happy that a lot of people are very much aware of the process that we've been taught since elementary school. And we have not seen them do that process yet, but we can tell you all day long what the process is supposed to be. Nobody is people are saying things, but it's the majority of the people that are in power and that believe more in the church than they do. There's a problem here. We need to fix it. Now, I've said this many times. I'll say it again with the NAACP. They want to do it, but they want to do it in the realms of as we work with the government. I was considering going to the meeting, and I think I still may go, but we're not understanding that this does not go together. Regardless of what you want to believe or what promises they give you, we can sit here. I would love for 200 to 300 people to get on Elder Kirk, and when we do this next election and we just walk this next election, whoever wins down, and then, okay, is Elder Kirk crazy or not? You're going to get the same thing you got from Obama, and you're going to get the same thing you got from Trump. Nothing. So for our situation to change, it's going to take us. And understand this, everybody. This isn't just black and white. White people are going through the same thing. But we don't say anything because it's always a problem here or there. So for, like I said, it's been a minute, and I'm not going to be on here long. We are not that. Oh, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot, people. It's a lot. It's a thing that has really been getting me, and now I'm going to say this, it's the younger people that are going to church. Now, understand this when I say it's the younger people. For anybody that may say, Elder Kirk, you ain't right, you crazy, I'm going to ask you this. Did your grandmother's grandmother go to church? Did your grandmother's grandmother's grandmother go to church? Where are you? At the church. I'll say it again. Did your grandmother's grandmother go to church? Did your grandmother go to church? Did your grandmother? Did everybody go to church? And where are you? At the church. I do this for there to be a seed sown to say, okay, something's wrong. There's no change. I can talk all day long about what somebody's doing wrong, but myself or anybody else I know is doing anything to change it. Well, you have no idea what would happen if you just did not go out there and vote. You keep acting like we don't vote. When you do vote, you still lose. I guess it's just a common sense thing. The church, okay, is been built to make sure that y'all do not fight back. Okay? The church has been put there to make sure that you come there, that you do not question government, and that you just be obedient to everything that's going on, because the scriptures say obey the king, right? One of the apostles said that, obey the king. Now, you're in 2019, and if you put it together, guess what would happen? You have to obey T. Rump. Okay? Just so you know, you are not aware of the brainwash and what's being done to make sure that you hush, be quiet. Don't say that. Don't do that. Let me show you who God is, because you're not smart enough to know him for yourself. You can't do this without me. That's why you have to come to the church and give me money, because you give me money and then God will bless you. It won't always be, but God will bless you. Just make sure. Come on now. We just won't deal. We just won't deal. We won't not do it, because if we don't do it, guess what? We think we're going to hell. I don't consider Elder Kirk to be going to hell. Why? Because I'm not sitting up in the church letting the pastor run me around like a chicken with my head cut off. Now, when I was saying before about with our young people, there are some that are fighting against the brainwash, but there are more that have been raised in the church doing the same thing that their mothers have done, and their mothers' mothers, and everybody else. Make sure the pastor eat on Sunday, and pastor's number one, and the pastor is our God. See, let me break it down for you. You study your Bible, and when you study your Bible, you're not concerned about who God is. You're concerned that the pastor knows that you're studying your Bible. Now, like I said, I give facts. Nothing but facts. Now, I know you're saying I pray and I fast and I ask God for guidance. And when it really gets to it, what happens? You need to go to the pastor, what? For interpretation. Or, come on now. Because you never understand that in their eyes, you will never go higher than being beneath them. Sometimes I know the things I say, I want you to hear and listen for when you're sitting under the teachings on, say, a Sunday or a Bible study. They say iron sharpens iron, right? But the pastor is always sitting higher up than everybody else, looking down. I do this because I don't want you to be stuck in those walls, because remember, I said this and I'm going to bring it back, and many of the things I've said before I will bring back and redo. How are you going to tell me to take God out of the walls, the box, but you keep telling me to come back to the box, because the box is the only place I have him, the only place I can find him, the only place I can get to understand him is the box, but you're telling me take God out the box. I need for you not to be just sheep. To just watch you just go to church your whole life and then just die. Is that what it's supposed to be? Where's that in the Bible? Where's it in the Bible that you're supposed to be sitting in church 2 times a week? I'm just asking.